gonna head over to Mr. SerpentX Special Forces for caffeine and crypto, my friends. Let's head over there. Make sure you guys subscribe to Mr. Serpent as well. Looks like he's at 13.2k subscribers. Wow, Serpent, you flew past 10k subscribers really fast. Damn. Serpent, good stuff, man. Okay, but guys, yeah, I'll see you guys over there. Thank you for today. Really appreciate it. And
I completely forgot. I gotta change settings. Because we had a stream the other day. I'll make it work. What's going on, guys? Vega here from SerpentX Special Forces. I completely forgot that I have to hold the space bar in order to talk to you guys, which is not good. So give me just a moment here. We're gonna go ahead and get started. Red Panda, thank you for mentioning all that. I'm gonna let you guys look at the market while I get things situated. Bear with me 1 second. And thank you for the $5 donation, 56. There we go. All right. So I was on Push to Talk. For everybody who missed out the stream, there was a Hash for Savage live stream, I believe Thursday evening. However, my stream didn't go as well. If I stream at nighttime here at my household, unfortunately it cuts out and stuff like that. But Red Panda was on it. His stream was holding up pretty good. Crypto Mikkel, Seth from Mind Your Biz, Yashnik. So if you guys want to check out that stream, please feel free to go ahead and do so. But that was very nice, and that's when everybody started jumping on the ethermine. Now I told Crypto Mikkel that we could have easily gotten 100 gigahash. I believe, I could be wrong, 100 gigahash, but you know, I think the highest was what, 40 something, guys. Somebody in the live chat was what, 42 gigahash is what we hit. But anyways, let's get started with the show, and we'll go through everything that I have lined up here. Thank you everybody for coming over from Red Panda Mining. Oh, Dizzy Mining, what's up, man? You moved here? Okay. We need to catch up. I know privacy is very important, and there's a lot of crypto miners that don't show their face that I've actually met or know what they look like. And I keep their privacy because this is our personal lives. We're doing these YouTube videos for the community, and I thank you guys for not only being so supportive, but respecting that privacy. Me, you guys know who I am. I'm Chris, I'm Vega, I'm SerpentX, I'm SerpentX Special Forces. If you see SerpentX on a first-person shooter online, be careful, because I may pwn you. I may. You may get me first, but I'm just saying. SerpentX has been a title that I've kept with me throughout most of my gaming career, and really doing really good. Oh, okay, you moved here from the stream. Okay, well, Dizzy Mind, thank you for stopping by. I always catch your streams when you do new GPUs, and I appreciate the data and that you share with the community. So thanks for the Panda Raid. Bitcoin is, well, stagnant right now. As you noticed, it's been bouncing up and down between a specific range, 32.30, 32.30. We did get a pullback to 28K, and that was a perfect time to buy. And I only bought dollar cost average in, always dollar cost average in. Don't spend more than you can afford to lose. $10 of Bitcoin at that level because, you know, just got home. I haven't done Caffeine and Crypto in 2 weeks, really. I did do other live streams, but Caffeine and Crypto and my regular scheduled programming is been off and on because, you know, family is important. Spending time with that family is super important, especially now. Seeing what Savage's family is going through, you know, family is super important to me. Like I told my wife the other day, I was like, if something happens to me, this is what you need to do. And I even, so the private keys, how to access this wallet, because otherwise all that crypto would be locked up. If something were to happen to me, my wife would be stuck like Chuck with no way to access the crypto that I have accumulated over time. And so I wanted to teach her. She's not tech savvy. She knows a little bit. So I'm just trying to educate her as best I can. You know, here's where this is how you do this. So for family guys, I would just have a you know, if you don't have a will, have a backup plan, have something in case, because you don't know what tomorrow brings. You don't know if you're going to be here tomorrow, and you want to make sure that your family's squared away. And I do the same thing with my boys. If something happened to me, this is what I need you guys to do. Take care of your mom. Do this. So, I'm believing Savage Mind is going to come back. This has been a hectic week. My dad's in the hospital. Savage is in the hospital. Absolutely nuts. I'm ready for 2020 and 2021 to be over. So this is Caffeine and Crypto. I didn't introduce the show. I welcome you to join me with a caffeinated beverage of your choice, because it may be nighttime with you where you are, so maybe get some water if you're planning on going to sleep, or it could be morning. So we got Crypto Mikkel that starts us off for Saturday morning crypto, Red Panda Mining, and then myself, but I've been MIA. We're back to our regularly scheduled program. This is my tried and true drink, the NOS energy drink, and NOS, still waiting on that sponsorship. I talked to you at Formula Drift Orlando. You need to work with people that aren't just in the automotive scene, even though I do like cars and do car stuff, but that's not the point. And we talk about crypto. We talk about what's going on in the news in crypto, so I'm going to fly through some of these articles. But yeah, Bitcoin is not doing everything we would like it to do. We really need it to push up, but there's a lot of short sellers that are betting that it's going to go down. Now, typically when we have a lot of shorts, Bitcoin likes to wreck those guys. They like to do the opposite of what the market is expecting it to do. And good morning, Tech Shinji, Anonymous Miner, Golden Wolf, Dizzy Mining, Polaris, CC, John Boardman. Thank you, everybody. Chump Change. Thank you, everybody, for coming over. Nicholas, Fundwiser, 56 for that $5 donation, like I said earlier. James Zilla, Max Voltage, and Red Panda Mining. I know Crypto Mikkel is probably somewhere in the distance, but it's all good. Just like Red Panda Mining talked about this, I want to go ahead and at the end of his stream, I want to talk about it at the beginning of the stream. The link to the GoFundMe and everything, I will post in the live chat, so you guys can go check that out. We are hashing for Savage. Either you can mine on Ethereum, and everything's right here. If we hit read more, everything's right here. So either you can hash for Savage on ethermine. You could choose the EU server, whatever server works for you. Just make sure you have this address in there. Additionally, we're taking donations. Now, if you do want to mine to any of these altcoin addresses, and I know Bitcoin's not an altcoin, but any of these other alternative currencies, you do need to make sure that you are reaching the payment threshold. Do not sit there and expect it to just go to the wallet if you don't hit the pool's minimum threshold. Ravencoin's very easy to hit the threshold even with one GPU. Aion, you can get quite a few as well. Conceal, Flux. But when it comes to Bitcoin, and Bitcoin was added here because many in the community wanted to mine through NiceHash to a Bitcoin address. Again, this is an external wallet, and those thresholds are much higher. So please check that out. I need to get all this linked in the description below, which I did not do like a dum-dum. So bear with me 1 second as I do that right now. Let's see here. Where did I put it? Where did I put it? I'm a silly person. Don't mind me. Actually, we could just do this. And then we're going to get into some news, guys. We're going to get into some news. It's going to be good stuff. I mean, the markets are doing pretty good. Or not as good as I would like. But, yeah. This, to some people, is a bear market. I'm going to tell you something, guys. I've been through the thick and thin of Bitcoin, Ethereum mining, altcoin mining for quite some time. If you look at my channel's been around since 2012, actually longer than Bits Be Trippin'. The only difference is Bits has been broadcasting or making content longer than I have. I really only started pumping out content when Gamers Nexus Steve told me, just go for it, man. Just go for it. And so I did. Late 2017, I really pumped it out, but I do have a few other ones. Like, it was more for gaming stuff. But I've been mining in the background for a long time, and if this is a dang bear market, I'm good with that. If this is the bear market, I'm good with that. Things are still profitable. Things are still going on. So here we go. News that I got throughout the week. Some of these articles are old. Look at the date, but they will be linked in the description once I have time to put them in there for any of those watching in the future. Bitcoin price dips below 34K as day of Grayscale's giant BTC unlock draws near. A come down from the resistance of the near 40,000 range continued to unfold, with low volumes highlighting the interest in protecting price action much above the 30K level. Order book data from Binance confirms this on the day, with sailors eradicating a major buy wall above the 36.5K line to leave the next significant support level of 31K. And we've been kind of bouncing on that 31K for quite some time. You know, if we drop below it, we come back to it. But we got to get above these levels, guys. We got to get above these levels. And the bad thing is we got a lot of institutions buying in or manipulating the market so that way they can buy it in, right? Because you want to buy low, sell high. Well, they had to drop the price down from its all-time high in order to really get into the Bitcoin. So if you guys aren't stacking your sats and getting this Bitcoin, guess who's going to get it? The more wealthy individuals / institutions. Among traders, talk mostly revolved around the so-called death cross on the BTC USD daily and hourly charts, which occurred Friday. Now remember, this is on the 20th, so Friday they're talking about the 18th. This refers to a 50-day moving average crossing over the 200-day moving average, and is traditionally considered to be bad omen for price stability. Historically, not all death crosses have resulted in losses. A death cross is overrated. Popular crypto trader Ed summarized earlier this week. The only thing it's telling you is that we are very late when open shorts. Most of the down moves already happened before the cross, right? So the major down move did happen before the cross. Liquidations were mounting on exchange with an almost 150 million of positions gone within a single hour after a flash dip to around 800. I don't think it's like $800. I don't know what that is. Cointelegraph previously noted the coming weeks will see a large chunk of the investor funds released after a 6-month lockup, with the potential for selling pressure to therefore increase as accredited investors seek to offset some of their losses realized after selling their Grayscale BTC shares by selling BTC on the market. Between mid-April 2021 to today, there have been 139.5K Bitcoin in unlockings. So all that Bitcoin being released out into the wild, those individuals are trying to realize some gains or take some profits, depending on when they got it. A look at the network fundamentals, meanwhile, have additional cause for concern. The hash rate, already in flux thanks to the shifts in modern distribution, fell below 100 exahash per second, having previously hit a peak of 168. Why is my stream dropping? It's not nighttime, Comcast. What the hell is going on? All right, this is starting. That whole stream drop thing is pissing me off. Difficulty, fresh from 2 consecutive downward adjustments, was on track for a third leg down of around 9.7% at the next in around 9 days time. Man, who types these things? The last time Bitcoin saw 3 downward difficulty adjustments in a row was during the capitulation phase of the previous bear market in 2018. So, in short, you got Grayscale unlocking stuff. You got investors and some of the big guys kind of pushing things down so maybe some of their friends can get in. Because we are nowhere near what we used to be, right? So we were at 64, almost 65K. Big drop again, and mediocre drop. And now we're stuck in this range. We did get up to 35K sometime this week, I believe. What was the beginning of this week? The beginning of this week was, let's say, the 21st. 17, 18, 19, 20. 21st. So yeah, the highest level we hit this week so far is 35K. But compared to what's going on previously, and I'm not a TA expert, this is not financial advice. All I can say is dollar cost average in, because we may see some more downward movement as things go to push. But there's some positive news, or at least some positive insight from PlanB. PlanB is the stock to flow model, and Bitcoin could trade at an eye-watering 450,000 by the end of 2021, while the 135K mark is the worst case scenario. This is according to PlanB's, who said on Sunday's release. And they are a well-known creator of the stock-to-flow Bitcoin price forecasting models, PlanB, yada, yada, bucked the overall market mood in recent weeks and months. Even as BTC USD sees multiple retests of lows from months past, the analyst and his models remain firmly fixed on a far brighter midterm goal for the largest cryptocurrency. Now, even the worst-case scenario for Bitcoin would still see it trade at 47K in August. Well, we're getting kind of close there. A slight reversal in September places the minimum target at 43K for that month, only to be followed by 63K in October, nearly near current all-time highs. Things then heat up to 98K on the cards in November, and a giant 135K by the end of the year. Now, I'm not going to even worry about this. And again, I need to put these articles in the description. Here's my thing here. So every year around Christmas or before Christmas, guess what happens? Somebody in the live chat, if you can comment to guess what happens, that would be great. I want you to tell me what happens every time around the Christmas holiday. Somebody, anybody. Let's get some interaction going here, guys. What happens to the price of crypto every time we get close to Christmas? Just like, if you haven't noticed this, and there's OBS and stuff being stupid. Come on, baby. I don't understand what the heck it is. Come on, baby. That's so stupid. Can anybody guess if you can still hear me and see me? I'm checking my router right now. I'll put it on this, Rob will wait. There's two major things. Two major points in time during a year. One is spring, and one is the Christmas holiday. So usually during April, spring, we will see stocks and crypto rise. In case nobody's posted it in the live chat. And during Christmas, we see a pullback of cryptocurrencies. Why is that? Well, you got to think. Everybody's buying gifts. They're spending money on the Christmas holiday. They might need to take some profits to recoup their losses or their money spent. And then I don't know why the trend for spring, I haven't done too much research into it, but I just noticed a trend for spring. So around April, usually there's a run up. And around Christmas, usually there's a run down. Let's see if I can even find it here. I could watch me be completely wrong. February. March. Oh, it's March. That's what I meant. March. So March, and then Christmas. Let's look for Christmas. Actually, we need to go back way further. Let's go back to the last bull run. Why are you being so difficult? Thank you. All right, so that's June. So yeah, so April, springtime. Where's Christmas? October, November, December. Wow. Okay. My forecast, March took a dip. April went up. So April or March. But then what about Christmas? Usually I see a lot of dips in Christmas. What the heck's going on here? Why is the chart telling me I'm wrong? Well, all right. Maybe I'm confusing the actual traditional stocks with cryptocurrency. Maybe cryptocurrency just does what she wants, which I'm completely okay with. If Bitcoin wants to do what she wants and prove everybody wrong, great. I'm going to continue to dollar cost average, and I'm going to continue to mine the altcoins. Institutions have no appetite for Bitcoin at this price level. That's bullcrap. I'm going to call that out right now. That's bullcrap. They have no appetite for Bitcoin at the all-time high. They do have a damn appetite at this level. Why? Because they're trying to get as much as they can. They're absolutely trying to get as much as they freaking can. So, yeah. Bitcoin's price fell, yada, 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 to 35K Thursday. JP Morgan expects an overall bearish movement below the critical price level based on BTC to gold volatility ratio. JP Morgan said China's crackdown on mining operations would have a positive impact on Bitcoin in the medium term as it accelerates the shift away from China's high shares in Bitcoin hash rate, reducing the concentration, which is good because we want the mining operations to come back home to the States. And when I say States, let's just say North America, because I know there's a lot of Canadian, my Canadian family here. This suggests that the institutional investors who tend to invest via regulated vehicles such as publicly listed Bitcoin funds or CME Bitcoin futures still exhibit little appetite to buy the Bitcoin dip. According to JP Morgan, another major factor preventing a possible bull run is the end of a 6-month lockup period for the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust Fund, which saw nearly $4 billion in inflows in December and January. July 19th will see the most significant single unlocking day, with 16,000 BTC worth around 627 million released. So that's a major day to keep an eye on things, right? So Grayscale's been unlocking so far. Maybe some of those people are trying to, sell a portion of their holdings. And then we're going to have another one July 19th. Following the April all-time high, Bitcoin has hovered around the 30K barrier. We already know all this. Don't care. Got it. All right. So there's JP Morgan says institutions have no appetite for Bitcoin at this price level. And I call BS because while maybe people in Grayscale who are getting their funds finally are trying to realize some of their profits, much of the institutions are trying to, while retailers are selling their Bitcoin at a loss, institutions will be buying it up. I'm gonna try something because I'm tired of this thing telling me that it's having trouble. Let's see if my internet cuts out. I just turned something off on my router. I'm pretty sure that wasn't it though. And I reset my modem and router early this morning. It only does it here. There's something here that's causing it, and I assume it was the neighborhood. But that didn't do anything, and I just lost all my viewers. Thanks, Comcast. It's really low, and it won't go above 4,400 kilobytes. It's bad. This is gonna cripple my channel, man. Why can't I stream? I stream just fine from my fiance's or my wife's dad's house. Wow, I called her my fiance. But here is something, I don't know. Anyways, I'm just gonna go through it. If it's crappy, it's crappy. I'm sorry. Ethereum faces largest ever crypto options expiry as bears appear to dominate. The record number of Ethereum options is set to expire June 25th, which was yesterday. Looks to BTC to reverse its price momentum. Ethereum faces its the largest options expiry ever on June 25th, as nearly 1.5 billion out of 3.3 billion notional open interest (OI) in ETH options will expire. June's expiry has over 638 ETH option contracts in its purview, accounting for 45% of total open interest in the options. It's a lot, guys. Option expiry in the history of the derivative market, the open interest in ETH options hits its all-time high, nearly 5.5 billion on May 20th, soon after ETH had hit its all-time high of 43.62 on May 12th. The pool call ratio for the June expiry is 0.79, which indicates there are more calls outstanding versus puts. This is indeed indicative of a bullish sentiment. However, the majority of the OI is held in contracts quite far away from the current ETH price, indicating a low likelihood of expiring in money. I mean, CME sees data for increasing institutional demand, while JP Morgan says they have no appetite for it. I might just have to end the stream, guys. This is ridiculous. I don't even know if you guys can even hear or see me, because it keeps dipping below 1,500 kilobytes. If the stream dies, just go have fun, guys. Have a good day. This is ridiculous. Valid points. Why EIP 1559 matters to ETH 2.0 validators. Prices took a tumble this week, dropping over 30% between last Tuesday and today in the wake of stricter crackdowns in cryptocurrencies by the People's Bank of China over top of such coins like Bitcoin and XRP. While the week-to-week volatility of crypto markets is unpredictable as ever, the total value managed by smart contracts on Ethereum has been consistently on the rise since January 1st. In this week's Pulse Check, we discuss what that suggests about the long term and the value. And I mean, I'm not going to go through this whole article like I do with most of them, but let's just go through some of the valid takes. So 4 common misperceptions about EIP 1559 upgrade. There's an article there. It's not going to lower fees. We already talked about this many times over. Max Voltage has done a very good job of covering it. But this EIP 1559 will impact the validators as well when ETH 2.0 does come about. So they just need to not assume things and make sure that they're fully educated. I'm not going to educate anybody on EIP 1559 because I already did some videos on it and I had to be corrected myself. So Max Voltage actually did some really good content on that. Just know it doesn't lower the fees, but it should make fees more predictable. That's about it. Colombian Capital supports blockchain and emerging tech with $2.3 million fund. Colombian's capital of, how do you say that?
Bogota.
Bogota, is funding blockchain development as part of the city's broader investment in the initiative technologies or innovative technologies. So, we just had El Salvador doing something and saying that they're going to see Bitcoin as actual currency. And of course, other countries are going to start to get into it. Here's the thing, though. Will the countries that we are in do it, or they're just going to let all the other countries jump in first, and then we're going to be the last to be like, okay, yeah, we'll go ahead and accept it. The Chinese crackdown is good for the mining aspect because we want that hash rate back in the U.S., but it's not good for the overall health of cryptocurrency in China. Will we see more crackdowns, or will we see more governments being more open or willing to work with the cryptocurrency markets or the cryptocurrency projects in general to help out, like Africa with Cardano or ADA, El Salvador with Bitcoin, Colombia's trying to bring more blockchain tech to their region, and the more adoption we have of blockchain, we're still, I wouldn't say in our infancy, but we're still in a young phase as cryptocurrency. We're not as young as it was when it first started, but we still got a long way to go. So if you're only 18 years old and you haven't gotten into crypto, my suggestion would be to you is to not financial advice, but dollar cost average in, or start looking to various cryptos to look into the projects. Don't just buy the top 10 in the coin market cap. Look into various projects and make sure you got a percentage in Bitcoin, a percentage in ETH, percentage in some of the great proof of stake coins and layer 2 solutions. Those are what you're really looking into. Again, not financial advice. There's just some guy on the internet saying stuff. So do your own research, look at the various projects, and if you're a young cat, male, female, other, 18 years old, and you haven't gotten into crypto, you need to go ahead and start doing that. Crypto business, struggling to fill a job. Hey guys, got some jobs for you in the crypto business. Not me per se, but firms are pursuing global expansion agendas, are having to compete to attract a limited number of top talent to fill those positions. And sometimes they get somebody, but it isn't very good. Like for example, I used to work for this company, and they hired this guy to manage the network, firewall, stuff like that. We got DDoS, and he didn't even know what the hell to do. So we were getting DDoS, and he didn't know how to not only mitigate the DDoS in the first place, but to fix what was going on. So he was fired. But he lied on his resume, and this was a small company. He lied on his resume to get the job. And sometimes what happens is the education system, in my personal opinion, this is what pisses me off. Say, for example, I got a degree. Well, that degree may not actually match my experience. That degree is a piece of paper, yes. But oftentimes, the people were just able to get by the classes. They were able to get good grades and stuff like that. But they didn't really retain the data, the information that they learned. You really need to learn from experience, from doing the actual job. And I see that often, too many times in the technology field. And any of these crypto firms, right? Those pump and dump scams, maybe those people that, they start a crypto project, but then it falls flat on its face because of this or that. These new firms need to watch out because they're going to wind up picking up a young gun or somebody that says they know this and know that, but they really don't. The competition for skilled and experienced candidates is not alone among crypto natives, but also with the legacy financial institutions that are establishing cryptocurrency-focused departments. So if you have good experience and you have the knowledge and you're interested in blockchain, you could probably go get yourself a good job. Just look for a promising project. Even the broader fintech and technology services industry are entering crypto, contributing to even greater competition for the limited workforce available. Back in May, tech giant Apple posted a job opening for business developer manager for alternative payment options, including cryptocurrency. The Apple job, for instance, called for 10 years of experience and at least 5-year track record with alternative payment services as crypto. In terms of length of experience, 1 to 2 years is good enough these days. The skill shortage is so bad at the moment that companies are casting a wider net. Candidates with strong crypto knowledge are reportedly scarce commodity. Universities and colleges are now offering cryptocurrency blockchain courses to bridge the skills gap in the $1.4 trillion industry. So the industry is growing. Blockchain is going to continue to grow. And I see that the stream stabilized. Thank goodness. I wonder if it's something that I did or something else. But yeah, man, the jobs are out there. The jobs are out there, and if you have the know-how and the knowledge to do so, go for it. I would really like to work with the hardware aspect, not so much the blockchain coding development aspect, but the actual hardware. I would like to manage a farm, depending on the size, or have like a group of people that I work with, kind of like some of the people that you know in the crypto community already, something like that. Small scale, mid scale, fine, but large operations, not. I wouldn't be like Voscoin or anything, but I just like that because I like to just monitor everything and test and tune. Testing and tuning is one of my favorite things. Besides that, teardowns is one of my favorite things. So 6 leading banks back Swift's new international payments platform. We have Citi, Bank of China, BNP, Deutsche Bank, BNY Mellon, and Standard Chartered plan to use the new platform announced Thursday. Swift is a global messaging network connecting banks and other financial institutions for cross-border payments. It links more than 11,000 institutions, and in June alone has transmitted more than 350 million messages containing financial information. The new platform is set to include features such as upfront validation of beneficiary details, extension of Swift's high-speed system to lower value payments, and incorporation of the Universal Messaging Standard for International Payments, or ISO 20022. There has been suggestions that Swift could make a redundant by growth in the use of digital currency, be it crypto, stablecoins, or central digital currencies. If the banks are partnering up, more than likely that's going to be bank-sponsored cryptocurrencies, which are on the rise and continuing to show more and more. So we'll have to see what goes on and see what happens. So it looks like the stream is stabilized. It's not getting choppy anymore, at least on my end, but we'll find out. So Crypto Keen, South Korean thieves raid GPUs from a love hotel. A love hotel. You know what we call that? A brothel. Wait, is that Game of Thrones? No, that brothels were a big thing back in the day, right? Yeah. Did I lose everybody? Nobody's in the live chat. Did I lose everybody? Last message was eons ago. Anybody here? Knock, knock. No? Okay. Well, I'm talking to myself. Cool. Criminals have hatched a fiendish plan to help them build up their token portfolios by stealing graphics cards from PCs in South Korea's love hotels. Motels that cater to couples craving physical intimacy. Love hotels can be found all over South Korea and across the sea in Japan and provide short-term accommodation to young, mostly unmarried couples, although older couples have often conducted their out-of-wedlock affairs at the same institutions. Oh, there you guys go. Wow. Now you guys talk. All right, making sure. Do you believe this? They stole GPUs from a love hotel. It's actually not a bad idea. I know, I'm joking. So some of the more upscale of these motels offer facilities like high-tech TV sets and desktop gaming PCs, and it appears that some criminals have sought to take advantage by plundering high-value graphics units from love hotel computers. The thieves stole a US dollar worth of they stole $3,500 worth of GPUs from the motel in the Ichin Southern Mohan Michon. Oh my god, I'm killing this. I'm sorry. Mich Ohol District, June 12th. Police officers claimed that thieves were taking advantage of still high GPU prices to sell the cards to miners, or perhaps used them to mine the crypto thieves. So you go in there with your wife or significant other, right? Yeah, we want to rent this room, whatever. Get the GPU, put it in the backpack. Oh, thanks for the night. Yada yada. Go out and freaking come back the next day, get a different room, get the GPU. That's crazy. But it looks like it was all done on one day. So maybe it was like, hey, everybody get together. Take your wife, take your husband, the unmarried couples. Take your significant other. Let's go raid this thing. We can make $900 a GPU. And I bet you, while we're paying exorbitant prices, $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 for these GPUs, I bet you over in that area, those guys are probably only making like $1,500 for a $3,000 GPU. Because, every time it swaps hands, every time it moves up the chain, the next person bumps up the price because they got to make a profit, right? We'll have to see. Yeah, why don't we have hotels with gaming PCs? Like, I think we do have one, but they're in California. I haven't been to one yet because, I'm always staying at the Holiday Inn. At least when I go down to South Florida, because it's too expensive to go to some other hotels. I ain't rich, okay? I ain't got that money. So Monero mining malware, Krakonosh, has infected 222K computers, researchers find. The virus yielded over $200 million worth of XMR for its authors. Security firm Avast said on a Thursday report. A malware called Krakonosh has been found on the number of computers that I mentioned, were used to download illegal, torrented versions of the popular game, including NBA 2K19, the Grand Theft Auto 5, according to the report the security company Avast published Thursday. The virus, which has been circulating since at least June 2018, installs crypto mining software that has yielded its authors more than $2 million worth of Monero. And that's pretty, I'm not sure how they're hiding it, but I want to show you this real quick. They may be hiding it when you launch the game, it will mine, right? So say, for example, Grand Theft Auto isn't really a demanding game. So, if you have a high-end system, it wouldn't be too taxing. NBA 2K19, I'm not too sure about. I'm assuming because it's, 2 years, a 2-year-old game, but still relatively new or newer than Grand Theft Auto 5, it may take more CPU resources or GPU resources. So it's very interesting that they would cloak this software, and I'm wondering, I don't even know if they're doing this, but I'm wondering if they're cloaking it when you launch the game, it starts mining. So that way it's hidden under resources, because typically, if you're not doing anything, your system's sitting idle, and you come over here to performance, and your CPU is 100%, 80%, 75%, and you're like, why are my fans ramping up? I'm not doing anything. That's a little bit sus. And I even hear stories of people having that. It's like, hey, my fans keep ramping up for no reason. I don't know why. Blah, 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 blah. Like, is there something that is running your CPU hard right now? What is it? If it's a software that you're not familiar with, that you never downloaded, maybe. But this virus has been circulating since 2018. So if you've been torrenting and you torrented Grand Theft Auto 5 or NBA 2K19 or any games, you may want to look into that. Monero is a privacy coin, which we all know, that's often used by cyber criminals, smart ones, because it is much more difficult to trace than other cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin. Monero-focused crypto mining attacks are relatively common. The Pirate Bay, a website where users can download movies, music, software, and games, announced in 2018 it would be crypto-jacking visitors' processing power to mine Monero. And in 2020, the botnet called Vulgar was found to be targeting Microsoft's SQL servers to mine Monero as well. According to the Avast analysts, Krakonosh successfully operated for years because it had built-in mechanisms to disable security software and updates, which made it difficult for users to detect and remove the program. Which is ironic because we have the company called NiceHash over here on Twitter whining and wanting to ask Microsoft, or trying to get us, the community, to fight for them against Microsoft's cruel restrictions or cruel look on how crypto mining is bad. Because, a lot of us will have to open up our antivirus program, a subtype, and add an exclusion, stuff like that, if you want to use mining software. Sometimes when you even download a direct miner like Phoenix Miner or T-Rex Miner, we have to let their operating system / antivirus know, hey, no, this is safe, I want to download it. And no, hey, I want to use it. And yes, I want to allow it through the Windows firewall. So while we got NiceHash doing that, this is the reason why Microsoft, why Apple, why operating systems, well, besides Linux is very open source, don't really care for crypto mining software, even if it's good or bad, because it can be used for nefarious purposes such as this. Oh, Monero's down 2.89% today, sitting at $191.97. Bitcoin's back up to 31,000, even though it dipped down below that during the stream. Moving on, SEC inquiry regarding Robinhood's crypto business reportedly delays IPO. So Robinhood was looking to do an IPO, I believe, and sorry, you guys were talking. I didn't freeze. I don't know if I tricked you out. I didn't freeze. You guys were talking about something. I wanted to read it. So Robinhood, the crypto trading app, Game Stonks and AMC and all the other stuff, I believe was trying to go, do an IPO. But the SEC is delaying that because, I'm sure you heard when GameStop stocks and AMC stocks or whatever stock is pumping off and there's a lot of volume, Robinhood would shut that down, and that's borderline illegal, if not is illegal. Major cryptocurrency and stock trading app Robinhood is reportedly struggling to move forward with its IPO due to the ongoing review of the security regulators. On Thursday, Bloomberg reported that the United States Securities Exchange Commission has been questioning Robinhood about its cryptocurrency business, resulting in delays for the firm's public offering plans. The company has been expanding its cryptocurrency offers since March, increasing its workforce and adding more crypto trading pairs. Citing anonymous people familiar with the matter, the report stated that Robinhood's IPO plan could be delayed until autumn. Initially, it planned its IPO in June, with the offering possibly coming in July, with sources claiming that the firm wanted to time its IPO when people return for July 4th holiday. One of the most popular apps to trade stocks and crypto in the United States, well, allegedly. It does make it easier, but they're not the only one. There's Public, which I like, Webull. There's other options out there. The company did not originally specify an expected date for the IPO, only stated that it would pursue a public offering after the SEC contemplates its review process subject to market and other conditions. So after launching its crypto trading platform in 2018, Robinhood has seen its crypto business thrive, posting six-fold quarterly increase in users during the first quarter of 2021. Most of that is through Dogecoin, Bitcoin, and Ethereum because they only have a select few cryptocurrencies, not all the major ones, and you can't withdraw it. Now, they do plan in the future, if memory serves me right, they do plan in the future to allow users to withdraw their crypto. Not right now, but in the future. The only thing you can do is buy and sell into fiat. You cannot send it anywhere like to another wallet. Excuse me. Which is why I like Cash App. Cash App, you can actually get sent Bitcoin in your wallet. You can buy, sell, and then you can send users crypto. And the cool thing is you can actually, if memory serves me right, I got to test it again. I sent my dad $5 worth of Bitcoin, but I used it using his Cash App handle instead of the Bitcoin address. And that's pretty cool too. So again, my dad's been in a hospital. He's been going through a hard time. Savage Mind's been in a hospital. I haven't had as much time as I needed to, or I really need to have. But I haven't checked his phone to see if that made it. Now, my understanding is if I send it, and it doesn't get to him, there's a time frame on it, and I lose that money because there's no way to reverse that Bitcoin transaction or payment. Cash App's not going to just send me the $5 back worth of Bitcoin. So I have to check that. But I need to do that test again. But I think that's better, in my opinion, than Robinhood. The only thing is Cash App doesn't offer as many cryptos as Robinhood to purchase. So yeah, IPO for Robinhood's being delayed. This token could bridge the incentive gap between Ethereum miners and Ethereum users. We all know the high gas fee and stuff like that. Actually, I think Ethereum gas has been doing really good. Let me go look it up. Ethereum gas price. Let's go look it up right now, because we got some time anyways. It's only 12:47. Yeah, I mean it's not too bad. The gas price. I mean, you can see the average price in Way. Real-time gas use, 100. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's not too bad at all. But we know that there's times, right? There was a spike earlier this week. We've seen 6 ETH blocks. So there was a spike. Things were delayed. Crypto Mikhail was like, why do I got to spend so much to do this and do that? Even by using the Polygon payout network through ethermine. So there's spikes, and when these spikes happen, that could delay transactions, and that could also cost you a lot of your profits, which we're hoping EIP 1559, or they're hoping, not I don't care. EIP 1559 will help mitigate a little bit. Again, not lowering the fees, just making it more predictable rather than these spikes coming and going and you know, killing people's profits. Because unlike the whales and the big guys, we don't have a lot of ETH to send transactions or to do all these transactions. So high gas fees has plagued Ethereum off and on for months, so much so that has been a boom in funding and uptake around layer 2 solutions such as Polygon, which is funny because Tim Biko actually said it's not really a layer 2 solution, it's more of a side chain, which is very interesting to me. What is the difference between Polygon's setup and layer 2 solutions, or the way they do layer 2, compared to a true layer 2? I need somebody to explain that to me. Why did Tim Biko call it more of a side chain rather than a layer 2 solution? Max Voltage, if you have any insight on that, share the video with the community via Twitter. Or if anybody has any insight on that, I'll be very interested to know. A new project is taking a different tack, though, and hoping to foster better communication between the two groups, the Ethereum stakeholders, whose incentives are often misaligned, and the miners and users. The Ethereum Eagle project, EGL, launching Friday in an effort to provide a signaling mechanism for miners and the community to strike the right balance between gas limits and block size. The idea for EGL comes from the fact that we have consistently seen over 6 months of Twitter, people are ranting about gas limit. BioXRoute, a blockchain scalability company that focuses on providing scaling without protocol changes, is developing the project. The Ethereum miners, in Ethereum, the miners have the ability to determine the block size to a certain extent. Again, not the miners themselves, not you and me. The pools. Miners can change the block size of a subsequent block by 0.1%. So while there are small fluctuations back and forth in the gas limit over time, the general baseline is the gas limit set by the majority of the hash power. But Ethereum miners can change the gas limit in large movements as well. Basically, larger blocks create lower gas fees but less profits for miners, while smaller blocks create higher gas fees and are more profitable. Giving mining pools control over block size has caused incentives between miners and users to be decoupled. Lower gas limit and higher gas fees means more short-term income for miners, and adjusting the gas limit up generally translates to earning less without clarity when the demand will make up for it. The project wrote in a blog post laying out last week, as higher gas limits, a higher gas limit may push Ethereum to require more than the average consumer PC to run a node, preventing a regular user from running their own nodes. This is an incentive and a pricey problem, and it requires the solution to allow Ethereum to continue its growth safely. So this project is EGL, and it looks like it's coming from BioX route. I haven't looked into it, but I'm curious as to what's going on here. So first, the stake ETH is used to give value to EGL tokens, with EGL value increasing the more ETH that gets staked. There's a hard cap of 4 million EGL. For example, according to EGL has the value Yeah, I'm good. I'm good on that. Just a little interesting article. You know, they're trying to come up with solutions. You know, we got layer 2 solutions coming out, and then we got, or not coming out, but are already out and being utilized. And then other projects trying to come up with why they should be the next one that will help solve the world's problems, or the world's crypto problems. So let's take a look at what's going on here. So over the past 24 hours, the top cryptos that's seen a significant gain is Celo, Waves, Harmony, Hydra, Hashgraph, Zinfin Network, Filecoin, SushiSwap, Tron, BitTorrent Token, and Shiba Inu. Now Shiba Inu last night or yesterday had a 7% gain, and now is down. Let's go the other way. The biggest losers, at least at time of recording, is Quant, Nexo, Unicelio, Kasuma, Nano, Scicoin, Internet Computer, Celsius, Tetafuel, Near Protocol, and Polkadot, which is unfortunate. Right now, yes, people say it's a bear market right now. Look at the dominance. Look at how far the dominance has slipped. You know, when we hit our all-time highs, the dominance was much better. Now Bitcoin dominance is only at 46.5, and ETH is at 16.3, while all the other ones, actually let's go look at all the other ones. Let's see what everything else is doing. So after Ethereum, it's Tether, right? Because people want to transfer their coins into some type of stable coin. Binance Coin, Cardano, Dogecoin, XRP, USD Coin, Polkadot, and Binance USD. Others represent about 18%. So there is no flippening happening. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. No flippening happening, but the dominance of Bitcoin remains. Well, Bitcoin's king. Let's just leave it at that. Bitcoin's king. Yeah, sleeping elephant. We need all the SHIT coins to go somewhere, man. There's too many of them. How many is there now? 10,668 cryptos. Why? Why? Why do we need all these bad word coins? Why? There's absolutely no need for it. But all these various projects want to come out with like, oh, we could solve this and we could do this and layer 2 and this and that, and then they don't even live up to what they're trying to do. They're pump and dumps. They're meme coins. I'm tired of all the meme coins. Like, there's no tangible benefit to you. There's no real world use case. Give me something that helps the world. Give me something. Don't just make a coin because you want to make a coin because you like the name. Like, give the world something good. And there's a lot of good coins that do that. There's a lot of good coins that have tangible benefits and real world use cases and da-da-da-da. But, yeah, man. SushiSwap is making me mad, though. I'll tell you that right now. I'll tell you that right now. I should have sold, man. I should have sold. I missed it. I missed it. I missed it. But, you know, all coins are down right now, so who's to say, you know, when things start pumping again for the top cryptocurrencies, what the altcoin market was going to be like. But it was very nice to have that altcoin. I would say that was an altcoin season. I would say earlier, during Bitcoin's 65K run right here. I'm gonna put a box right here. That was alt season because Bitcoin was going up and the altcoins were going up substantially higher than what Bitcoin was. The gains for altcoins were so much higher. So it was really nice. Don't forget to check out the GoFundMe, which I'll have everything linked in the description. Thank you for everybody participating and helping donate. But the GoFundMe is for fiat people, people who requested to pay via fiat. However, feel free to join us. Point a single GPU, multiple GPUs, rigs, multiple rigs, whatever you got to mine Ethereum, or donate via one of these other currencies. If you do decide again to mine on one of these currencies, make sure you hit the payment threshold before you stop. Otherwise, those funds are just going to be dropped there. Chancoin. Holy crap. Why? Dude, that's... Wow. $900 Chancoin. Wow. Dude, you don't have to do that. Wow. That's the most I've seen in one drop. Well, besides Conceal, Aion, and so many others who have donated. That's the big fiat drop. That's what, let's just say that big fiat drop. But yeah, thank you for everybody who's like it's so impressive. Again, like Red Panda was talking about, to see the community get together. But more importantly, the various projects, right? So Yashnik was talking with Aion and Open Application Network and Conceal and who else was it? And just, you know, hey, one of our own, you know, man down. This is what's going on. We need some help. No problem. We're with you. We got you. Like it was beautiful. You know, like I really pray that Savage will see this, and I know he's gonna be disappointed because he doesn't like. He's very humble. He's very, you know, keeps to himself, but he loves helping others. And he doesn't want to be helped himself. He will help others, but he doesn't want to be helped by himself. And I understand that, because I'm like that myself. But right now, he needs our help. And he's done so much for the community. He only has 5,000, almost 5,500, maybe 6,000 subs, and he really deserves more than that, because he's got his own niche in the way he explains things, the way he educates, the way he provides insight, that I really love. And it complements, you know, Red Panda's video or my video or you know, one of the other, you know, Ravencoin. We complement each other, right? Sometimes I know a lot of you watch most of our channels, and sometimes there is some repetition, right? You know, between maybe like Son of a Tech and I will talk about the same subject, but then we have our own flair and our own way of doing things, and there may be some insight that I may have provided that Son of a Tech didn't, or that Son of a Tech did and I didn't. So our community's tight, and I love the way that the crypto projects, especially the crypto projects, Conceal, Aion, Flux, just everybody just instantly was like, what can we do to help? It was great. It would have been nice to see somebody from Ravencoin jump in, but it's okay. Not a big deal. I just very appreciative of everybody. Ethermine was being very helpful. Of course, we can't get anybody from Bitcoin because there's no singular point in Bitcoin, but I believe people have donated in Bitcoin. So that's going to do it for today's stream, guys. Please do me a favor on the way out. Hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the notification bell. As well, check out links in the description below. I do have recommended hardware on there, but of course, with today's market, prices are a little bit ridiculous, so be careful. Don't get scalped. I will be doing a Twitch stream later today. If you're interested in that, make sure you keep an eye on the Twitter. And don't forget to link to dojlord.com, where you can get sweet merch like this from the SerpentX collection. And you guys have yourself a wonderful day. Sorry for the stream being choppy. I think I did fix it, and I'm going to realize that setting, or remember that setting for next time. Thank you so much. You guys have a blessed day. Hash for Savage. I'll see you next time. And Swap. Sorry, I had to say that in there. Swap, thank you so much for your help. The Swap community.